Hi, year 2 has begun. If you don't know who we are, I'm Michelle. This is Iris, our Yakutian Laika, and this is my husband, Shannon Nicholson. We are on our way from North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, where we live, to Louisville, Kentucky, where I was raised, to see my niece graduate from high school. And in this video, what you can expect is the mad dash. We almost didn't make it. We really thought that I would have to go by myself to the graduation. And so stay tuned for that drama. But you're also going to see glimpses of where we were this time last year in our first year of van life. This is year 2, and after Louisville, we're headed to Badlands and then to Canada. So subscribe and come along. By the way, Iris would like for you to know that we're playing a diesel game. The more you watch our videos, the more you share our videos, you help us monetize our channel, and we're hoping that the YouTube channel pays for our diesel this year. So help us play the game. Oh wow. Oh wow.
Let's go see. So let's see what it is.
Look what's here, everybody. Oh!
Okay, I first ordered this, I think it was January 16th.
January, and what is today?
Today is May 20th.
There it is.
There it is.
Let's look and see. Daddy and Iris just got back from...
Got back from the powder.
Hi, excited? We are.
Wicked Wades.
Wow. His name was Wicked Wades.
His name is actually Riley, so I don't know what the Wicked Wades is, but the name of the place is Wicked Wades.
Oh, okay.
Powder coating here locally.
Oh, I see.
And check this out. So I've already assembled it.
Wow.
So it was just the plate, right, that got powder coated. It's really great, actually. And now I've got my fixtures on and our pump switch. This is the control panel, the water control panel. It's made by Abco, Anderson Brass Company. And it's got the siphon feature on it still, so we can siphon from the tank. It's a lot simpler on the back as well. So this is the plumbing, what the plumbing looks like on the back. And I'm gonna put this down and I'll show you what the original looked like. Just put that right there. So this is what the original looked like. Of course, it's all plastic. The fittings on the back are all plastic too, and you can see it's pretty complicated. There's a lot of plastic fittings with PEX mixed with vinyl hose, and there's a lot going on here. And it's kind of peculiar too, because some of it's even unused. So this red knob here, which in their little diagram here for the Nautilus panel, shows different positions for winterizing. This would be the winterization configuration right here. No, wait, like that. And then to siphon, you change these to this configuration. But here's the funny thing: is this red? It does nothing. It's not connected to anything at all on the back of the panel.
Oh.
So
it's not really...
So this diagram is a little bit misleading, because this doesn't... The position of this does not make any difference whatsoever. It is not connected to anything.
Oh. Good morning, everybody. I am outside in my chair with my coffee, and I want to turn around. Iris and I are watching horses. Y'all see that horse? There's a horse grazing. Let me see if I can get a little closer down here. So we use Harvest Hosts app. We bought a subscription, and it has people, businesses, places where we can camp. So we found this beautiful farm in Bayfield, Colorado.
And this morning we were greeted to this horse kind of showing off, just galloping around. And also, because we had Iris on the lead outside our van, the neighbors' horses came over. So we had like 5 horses and a donkey all at daybreak right before work. So it's really beautiful. We've got a day ahead at the co-working space where Shannon she's going to join me today. And then Iris is going to doggy daycare. And we are really enjoying Durango. So we're not going to leave on Sunday. We're going to do a train. And I am.
It's van packing day.
It is. Well, it's raining outside, so I'm packing some clothes. I'm packing up all my club ride shirts. I've got a whole bunch because this is predominantly my wardrobe when I'm traveling. And then I have things like these Quint shirts.
They're wool.
These are all merino wool shirts. I have a bunch more of these.
And Shannon has turned me on the wool too because they dry quickly and they're less stinky.
They are.
And so I got some too.
Yeah, they regulate body temperature very well too. They're not hot and they're not cold. So in the cold weather they're warmer, and in the hot weather they're cooler. It's just
awesome.
The nature of them. But anyway, my philosophy on van life packing is every piece of clothes, unless it's an extremely specialty item like biker shorts, which I would only wear when I'm riding, or things like my riding gloves, which I only wear when I'm riding. And I carry quite a few pairs of these. Number one, because they get stinky and dirty, and then before laundry, I want to wear a fresh pair. And then number two, they wear out too, like they get holes in them and stuff like that. But anyway, the specialty gear does not fall into this category, but everything else, including socks, and I have socks here. These are all wool socks. Most of these are darn tough, which have a lifetime warranty on them. Riding gear, I'm wearing a club ride shirt right now. These shorts are casual shorts, but they are quick dry marmot shorts. All of this stuff, it's got to do double duty. Like it's got to serve more than one purpose. This is casual wear, but this is also, they're shorts, but they're nice enough to wear in a nice or casual restaurant. Same way with the riding shirt. I can ride in this. I can use it casually around the van. I can also, go to a moderately nice restaurant in this.
Yeah, and we've also met with clients this way. And you can see here, these are our old duffels that we've been talking about that we do. We're going to still keep these in case we have to backpack our clothes into something. But this is what we had each last year for the whole year.
Yep.
So I had one.
These are
I've got all my stuff. I got
60
to pack.
liter Decines. And
they worked great.
No, actually they're not Decine. They are, what are they? Ogio. Anyway, they work great, but now we've got a cabinet, which is like a more permanent solution for clothes, so we don't have to move it back and forth in the cabin.
But this also had it has on the back side, which his are yours in? Oh yeah, here. You can see here where it's got, like, you can pull these out and then
it's got backpack straps.
Yeah, it's really
it's got
good.
grab handles. It's actually got a nice zipper.
You
on the
picked
front.
these out last year, and I thought that it was really great.
They're really durable. I mean, we've moved these back and forth twice a day at least, every day, full of clothes, and
for a full year.
And close them multiple times every day. And they're really not showing any signs of wear. They do have also these. They have duffel hooks on them, so you can carry also a grab loop to carry like a suitcase. And then I've never used this, but this is kind of weird to me. But this actually opens up, like it folds up like a box, and the whole end of this opens up for, I don't know, for easy packing. But this,
yeah, you can pack. Well, it's just if you prefer to pack it
too.
that way. I think it's kind of neat. This, we got these. I got these at TJ Maxx. You can also order these packing cubes online. They did not hold up as well as, of course, you get what you pay for.
But packing cubes are awesome to have.
They are awesome
inside of anything that's moving around a lot, whether it be a duffel bag or it be a cabinet in a van where you're storing clothes. These are awesome because they pull out in one unit. It keeps everything nicely folded, no matter how much it gets tossed around. It's all still really nicely folded when you open the bag.
Shannon's a little more organized with his, as you can see.
Not
so much stuff. So, but you can see I've got to probably get some of my cubes are, maybe I'll show you guys later because I have that all just kind of stacked. But that's the job today, is to kind of go through, get the clothes in there and pack it up. It's much harder for females, right? But I went ahead and did the same thing where I've got mostly like quick dry pants, quick dry tops, and leaving things that are not quick dry or packable, like jeans here at home, or big sweaters and things like that. So I've been very conscious. Here's my Quince stuff, which we've really enjoyed our Quince wool stuff. And then, of course, Iris has her own packs, and she has her own things too, but we'll get to. So Shannon is still packing in there. Iris is overseeing from the hallway now. We've always believed in minimalism, so we have a small house. But as we prepare for van life again, this next year, you can see our living room has the bed and various bin items strewn about. And I had all, oh, what a good girl. You want your cookie. You want it so bad. Come on over here. Okay, sit. Good girl. How about a down? All the way down. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl. Oh, what a good girl. You could see shipments coming in for van life. Our poor 1,000 square foot house has just exploded with van shipments and doggy treats, doggy crumbs. We're on top of our deck, looking at this beautiful sunset, watching these horses in this field outside of Durango, Colorado.
Bayfield,
Colorado. It's about 30 minutes from Durango.
15 to 20 minutes east of Colorado on Highway 160.
Well, map says 30. You think map is wrong?
I mean, it depends on where you're at in Colorado. Or in Durango.
In Durango, that's right. Hi, buddies. And Iris is under this awning, fascinated by these horses. She's on a lead, because we can't let her run with the horses. Although she would love to.
She would. She wants to play with Harley.
Yeah, there's Harley is right there eating, right next to Iris. It's really great. You like your deck on top of the van? What are you doing?
Testing it out. Testing our latex topper out.
So, you think this is going to be cooler than the one we had?
I don't know. I hope so. It's supposed to be cooler than memory foam.
I like your little template there.
Yeah, so this is custom measured and cut and mocked up inside the van. It's a very irregular shape, this mattress is, right? Because of the bump out. So this is the flare. And then this is also the flare bump out on this side. I don't know if you can see that or not. We haven't cut it yet, but I have marked where it's going to get cut. So this is the tool. Basically, it's a reciprocating saw with, this is basically like a bread knife blade. This is specifically made for cutting foam, but it's kind of like a bread knife.
Great.
So,
oh yeah, that's a good idea. Cover that. Look, cause she's coming right now to get on there.
Yeah, she's gonna check it out. Otherwise,
I already washed everything. It's in the dryer. The Memorial Day weekend. You can see this is everything that I am taking. That's going to be put into the van on Friday. You can see that it's not a whole lot, right? It's very tight, and through the week, continuing to remove and add. So this helps me kind of visualize so then I can think about things through the week. Is this her Cordelia or the Interceptor?
That's Interceptor. That's her heart meds for heartworms.
So we're gonna give her this. She's been.
I mean, she hates it.
She hates it. She's like, what is in my food?
Yeah.
Here she comes.
Good girl, good girl, good girl.
Okay.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl. She's eating her dinner.
Eat your dinner. Well, she's eating that just fine. Good girl.
Good girl.
Aw.
Good girl.
Did you make a happy plate, boo-boo? What a good girl. I like it when you make a happy plate.
I did too. That was easy.
Yeah, she didn't mind eating that one. Like the other night was like a struggle bus.
Oh my God. It was 4 days?
Yeah. So I guess you changed your mind and the power tool didn't work.
Oh, I didn't change my mind. It just didn't work. It was like, you know how the doctors use those reciprocating saws to cut off casts because they reciprocate at such a small amount that it doesn't cut skin.
Oh, that's what's going on with it?
Yeah, it just up against it and just shakes it and that's it.
No, I'm sorry about your luck. Yeah, I don't think I have any sharper. Those are my kitchen scissors, so I think that's the sharpest we got. Sorry about your luck.
Yeah. That's the winner right there. Yeah. Look at that. That's cool. Right back behind us.
Hey, we're going riding as we just had a quick meal. So I have a pound of Melissa sausage, and a can of beer. My can of beer had some lime and salt in it. I'm going to add salt, pepper, and caraway seeds, and then I'm going to set it on. I'm going to do pressure cooker for 10 minutes while I'm gone, and it's going to be delicious. I'll show you when we get home. Okay, here we go. Food. I might get a little butter out. All right, let's kielbasa, sauerkraut, and potatoes.
All right.
I think some people might like a little, maybe sriracha or hot sauce on there, and maybe a little butter on the potatoes. Here's a fork, baby, if you want it, or you want like a little juice with it.
No, I want the spoon. Yeah. I don't want to dirty too many utensils.
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's delicious.
I mean, it smells. I'm so hungry. I'm smelling it the whole way.
Hungry too.
Okay, let's see. Is it good?
That's very good.
Okay, sweet. Okay, you guys, I don't know. I might do a little, maybe not the can of water, because there's a lot of water in there.
The sausage is so much softer and nice.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then don't change the thing.
Well,
Yeah.
so
Don't change the thing then. Okay. Let's put up the bed.
it's the mattress style.
I'm going to go in on the other side.
Fits pretty good.
Oh my gosh. This is amazing. You are the best husband ever.
Yes.
Such a honeydew.
Yes.
Look, we've got TVs put up. All my clothes are already in here. And I'm going to show you, he already put in, well, the bikes are coming in. Let me go outside and show you this. I don't think that you've shown them
What are we looking at?
this over here. Amazing. You redid all of that. It looks so nice.
Yeah.
You know what, babe? It looks factory.
I like that. I think,
It's been raining a lot here, so we've been a little behind even more because of the rain. So you can see right now, though, it is really sunny and we're excited. Oh, baby, I also didn't tell them yet that you pressurized and tested the water tank. And can you give them the news on that?
no leaks.
Woo!
Super excited.
No leaks. Good job, baby.
I would say.
So we had just so that I can tell people what we're doing, I had a comment from a new subscriber to the YouTube channel about whether or not he could put a
Table
under here.
I think you got, this is but possibly 3/4 of an inch right here.
Yeah, that's not enough. That's gonna be
Maximum. A half inch is probably more reasonable. That's all you got.
I was thinking that if he wanted to put, now we've got electronics for the e-bikes over here on this side, but don't you think he could probably fit along here a table on that side, or that's still too small?
Well, I think if you're talking about a Revel, and I guess he is, I would say no. Even if you didn't have the slide out, I wouldn't put a table over here. And the reason that I wouldn't is because when you put a table here, it blocks the vents.
Oh yeah.
And this vent, and these are really important if you're camping in cold weather. These vents are really important because the heater fan right there blows hot air this way, and that helps to keep these from freezing.
That's why you always get mad if I put too much crap back here.
Yeah, it's gotta be able to have
airflow.
airflow. If you don't have airflow there and you're in below freezing weather, your plumbing in there can freeze.
So I was in, and he wanted to know how much space, and a lot of people who are watching just the shorter videos, on these Revels, the bed goes up and down. So you can actually, that's flexible because the bed rises all the way to the ceiling and then back down. So that's flexible. You could put a table on top of the bed while you're not using the bed, right?
Yeah, you could if it fits between these straps, because these straps don't really move. They don't really spread very easily. So you need a table that fit there, and you'd have to have one that's, you know, obviously, I've put an extension on this, and you now have 54 inches here, but a 54-inch long is the maximum amount of space you have right there.
So the only other place, if you had bikes, you know, you could put a small plastic table through here, but the problem is that it's going to beat up the bikes, you know, while you're moving. So it just, you really got to be careful.
And it'd have to be low enough to not beat up your handlebars and brakes.
We have really been efficient with our table space. I know a lot of people do extra. We just don't, right? It's kind of a pain in the butt when the point of the Revel is that you can just stop and then just get going, right? You're just there at camp. You don't have to do a whole lot of setup or cleanup. And I just really use this table a lot if I'm camping. We're minimalists, so that's why we don't carry an extra table. The only other spot you could really do a small-ish table would be in the bathroom, but again, you're gonna beat up your hardware, so we would advise against it. Sorry, babe, we had you've got a lot of fans because you're very smart with the Revel, and we had another question about listing out the specifics, all the pieces that you needed for this, and tell me why you can't do that.
Yeah, so I can't really, because I just made it up as I went, right? And I'd have to go back and look to see what all I bought. I can tell you that this aluminum panel here is custom cut. I cut that myself with a jigsaw out of 1/8 inch thick 6061 aluminum plate. This is Abco, Anderson Brass Company, Man RV 102 water service panel. This piece right here, I can tell you that. This came off of this. This is like a shower hose connector for a bathroom, like a household bathroom, and this came off of Amazon. This came from eBay. This water control knob, it's got a hot and cold on off. This momentary switch right here for the water pump, that is I think the brand is Filn, F-I-L-N. There are many different ones you can choose though. That's from Amazon as well. It's a 19 millimeter round momentary switch. Behind here, some of the things that I used stainless steel water supply lines, so that replaced almost all the PEX that we had in here. And I actually chose a 5-foot run. So I've got a 5-foot hot and cold hose that runs from this general area right here all the way to underneath the kitchen sink, and that cabinet area where it connects to, it still does connect to a piece of PEX, 2 pieces of PEX, hot and cold, that run under the floor, because I did not want to reroute pipes underneath the floor. Seemed like more trouble than it was worth, and PEX is fine. So it's connected there via T, stainless steel T's, and it tees off. The reason it's a T, it's a 3-way junction, because you've got the supply lines running front rear. You've got that connects to PEX that runs across from passenger side to driver side, but you've also got the sink connectors, the supply line connectors that need to connect to that water supply somewhere. So they connect to those T's.
So now I understand why, because we're here at our house, which is next to a main highway where people come and go, and sometimes people just stop and we're in the South and they go, "What you doing? What you doing, guy?" Right? Like, and then
I've made a few friends, so
they want him to do the van.
Shout out to Jack, who has his own Sprinter and has stopped by a few times when he was not traveling. Right now he's traveling, and he was curious to see what I was doing because hey, you know, when you live this life and you do modifications yourself, or even if you pay someone else to do those modifications, it's always great to get ideas from people, like what are they doing, what works, what doesn't work. And so he stopped by a few times.
Well, I already married a honeydew, but I highly recommend that if you're dating, that this is one of the first questions that you ask is, tell me about your honeydew skills or your cooking skills or your life skills in general. Wouldn't you agree, babe?
Yeah, for sure.
Shannon's doing all kinds of things that I think is really interesting for other people. So there's a permanent low and high.
Well, so these Euroloft beds, which are motorized, they go up and down. You can adjust the high and low stops on these.
Oh.
So the point of doing that is so that you don't have an accident. You don't have like something under here like bikes, and then lower the bed too far down and put weight on your bikes. And you know, we have like nice carbon handlebars and all that stuff. We don't want weight on the bikes, right?
Yeah, so then when you pull this out, show them what you just showed me. When you pull it out, it's like just...
So on the motor, by the way, with this Revel, I have removed the bottom cover of the bed, so there's more space up here than normally. The bottom of the bed kind of hangs down. There's a plastic cover that doesn't really serve much purpose other than perhaps aesthetics, but I actually like the industrial look here. And then I put wraparound LED lights. These stick on, but they wrap all the way around the inside here to light up the bed, the underneath in the garage. So you can see the exposed motor back there. On that motor there are 2 adjustable stops. Those use a 4mm Allen key, and you can adjust the high and low stops. So what I've done here is I've adjusted the high and low stops. I adjusted the low one down as far down as we can possibly get, so it actually makes slight contact right there with the rubber on the end of my bars. Which is nice. So
like a toidle.
It is. So this is as far down as we can possibly lower this bed, unless, you know, one thing we could do, some people do this, is they put a switch somewhere back here to raise and lower the bed, and you raise it a little bit, you pull the bikes out, and then you can lower it, or put them in and then you can lower it down, because you've got this cavity here that creates a little bit more space up under there. But then you can't open the drawer and get the bikes out without raising the bed slightly.
Well, and then also the seats, right? Pull it all the way out and let's see, because I remember sometimes the seats, I was worried about my seat.
The seats have enough clearance, right? But just barely. See, I've adjusted it so that you can see my seat. I have a large frame, and it's large. It's long travel too. This is 160 millimeters, I think, is the front fork on this. And the stack is pretty high, so I have like it. You might be able to stick a hair between.
No, that's tight.
It is tight. But yeah, so that's.
Woo, dogs.
Also, you know, other things to look at is I have this. I built this custom front wheel carrier out of 2020 extruded aluminum. And so you can see the wheels are, you know, they get close right here to this. It's a, what would you call that? It's like a friction reducer on the straps. Okay, so
it's amazing.
I guess you'd call it a belt guide. Okay, so and then also. Decreased the high limit on the bed because we don't use this as a place. Some people put furniture in here and they work in this space, raise the bed all the way up, and you have this other kind of little living space. Well, our bikes are in here, our gear's in here. We don't do that. And now we also have this, it's not permanent. It comes out because it's mounted to L-track, but it is more permanent than most things. And this is an aluminum framed cabinet that's soft wrapped in this nice synthetic canvas made by Vandermoon. And then we've got our little tablet down there that we watch TV on. So I've also decreased the high limit on this so that if we raise the bed and we forget that the tablet's down, it doesn't matter. We're not going to crush it. It's going to stop before it reaches the bottom of that tablet.
What Shannon's saying is when Michelle forgets to do that.
Or me. Hey, you know, we get busy, we're flustered or whatever, and we're like trying to get to something, and we raise and don't think about something that's in the way, and it gets crushed, right?
Are you excited? I am.
Yeah.
Well, that system worked really well. I can actually spray them down right here, wash them right here, and I'm pretty stoked about my system. Hey, I woke up this morning and I surprised Shannon. I washed the van and put our inhabit mats back in. Are you excited about that? That I surprised you with all that?
Yeah.
So I got a few hours of head start. But I wanted to, before, I wanted to show you my quick hack on silverware. So I got these at Walmart, I think, or the dollar store. I can't remember. I think Walmart. There were two different sets here. This fits in the second drawer of the Revel. And then I have cooking utensils here, like tongs and things like that. And then I have two sets of spoons, knives, and so forth here. And then in the front, there's a room for like small things like this ladle, right, in that drawer. And then I minimize, right, I only have a fourth of a cup and then a third, and then you can actually make a lot with that. And that all fits, well, with the exception of the ice thing, that all fits inside that, all this. It really works.
Tell people what you mean by you can make a lot with that.
Oh, sorry. Use your words, Michelle, right? So Shannon told me I didn't need all of the measuring cups, that a third and a half
Covers everything.
Covers everything. So you just, you know, so it's really...
This covers 1/3 and 2/3. This covers, what is this, a quarter?
Yeah, this is a quarter, that's a half. No, this is a quarter, and this is a third.
Okay, yeah. So your third covers all your thirds, right? 1/3, 2/3, also covers a cup and a third.
And the same...
Your quarter covers all the rest of it, right? A quarter, a half, 3/4, a whole cup, 1 1/4, we go with that, right?
And the same with here. We've got a teaspoon. Well, I have a fourth of a teaspoon and a tablespoon. So with this, you know, that's it. And so then everything fits like neatly in here. I know that like the Revel has not a whole lot of space, but we wanted to use our induction stove and leave it in the area in that one drawer where it was intended. So I figured out how to do, I mean, I even have zesters, you guys, and a grater and stuff. So wine stuff. So all this fits right in there. So it can work. See, I woke up this morning and I cleaned the floor, the entire floor, and put in the inhabit mats. So it looks real nice. I want to show you what the second drawer looks like. Fits right there, right? The bottom one, we have a trash can. Shannon's, it's in the garage right now. And then I went through, this is our little junk drawer. So again, I have these two little containers that I got from Walmart. I have pens here, some paper in case I need some paper. Then these are like hair fasteners and tape to tape some bags and stuff that you get from the grocery, and chapstick, and I have liquid bandage here for something quick. The dog's toothpaste, fire stuff, and fingernail stuff, matches, an extra flashlight. I think I have my toothbrush in there that goes with our electric toothbrush, and an alcohol swab. You already know about Shannon put these lights in these bins. We typically keep liquor and drinks and things down here, and then I organize them, like coffee stuff up here, and I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner to make it easy. And then in the fridge, I have these little containers that are really handy. I have a big one here for the center, but this also comes up. But I have like to the organizational items. And here's where we have our toothbrush, the electric toothbrush, also with the Starlink and whatnot. And these bins, I just got these. I mean, you can get really fancy bins that last a lot longer, but I got all these at Walmart and the dollar store. They're fine. Shannon put this in. This is new for the dog. So, and then I made the bed this morning. So we're getting really ready. Tomorrow's Friday. We're gonna have a Patreon live here at 10:45 to let our patrons know. If you're not on our Patreon, become a patron and you can join up for free, or you can support us. So we are at the Sand Dunes Park, the Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. And we couldn't figure out why it was so popular. This is why. Yeah. Lots for families to do. And you've got mountain views.
Lots of sand to play in.
Lots of sand to play in. This is what people want.
I'm gonna carry her to the other side because I don't want to brush her.
Because you don't want to brush her?
Yeah, that's right.
Hilarious. Yeah, so we worked this morning, and this is what our afternoon looks like. Beautiful. It really is beautiful. It is. It's a very interesting area where this creek bed from the snow melt has really fueled what you see here, and it's lots of diversity. So we are at the scale, and Shannon just weighed us. This was our ritual when we left last year. In our first year, this is our second year. So last year, how much do we weigh and how much do we weigh now?
9640 last year. Now we weigh 10,040.
So we gained 1,000 pounds?
No, that's 400 pounds.
400. Oh, sorry, my math. That's why you're the math guy.
Yes.
And then Iris has taken my seat, and I'm back here working. So we're on our way. Kentucky bound.
Welcome to Kentucky. Welcome to Kentucky.
Thank you. It's rain.